Hello again, YouTube. I am sorry for the abrupt end on that previous video. I had realized I was going a bit longer than intended. That's what happens when you talk about what happened during E3. I was just about to start in on what was announced during the Sony press conference. The Sony conference started off with a story trailer for Destiny, also bringing up the fact that they're having a beta and first look alpha for Destiny on PS4. They announced a PS4 bundle. A PS4 bundle that comes with a white PS4 that's got a huge crowd reaction for some reason. I'm not completely certain why. Comes 500 gigabyte PS4, copy of Destiny, and a 30-day PSN card. Moving on from there, they showed a cutscene gameplay demo of The Order, which apparently is trying to go for a very cinematic feel. They have the flare box. It might still be good, just not for the reasons I was hoping. You fight werewolves, by the way, in The Order. Then from the bleak and gray interiors and fog-filled lands of 1886 London, we had an assault of colors, a new game called Entwined, which is a nice little get them through the gate, control these two little spirit things with the analog sticks, right one controls the right spirit. It was called Entwine. They announced that it was out that night, $10. But yeah, Entwined. My guess is it's going to be this generation's version of Flower. Next we got a trailer for an infamous Second Son standalone DLC that you can get even if you don't have the game Infamous Second Son, called First Light. It's about the neon chick. You get to play as her. It's her prequel, her origin story. Get to play in some new areas as well. Big detention area where all the conduits and bioterrorists were kept. Then we had a surprise. Got a lot of people excited. Little Big Planet 3 introduced 3 new characters along with Sackboy. You could play created levels from Little Big Planet 1 and 2 right off the bat with Little Big Planet 3. That's a nice approach. They had a very error-filled gameplay demo. From Software trailer for Bloodborne showed no gameplay despite the fact that the leaked trailer did, so a lot of people who saw the leaked trailer were pissed off, I guess. A lot of the things that annoyed people seem to be about, hey, you didn't show the thing from the leaked trailer that we saw. We got another Far Cry 4 demo, this time more focused on gameplay as opposed to introducing the crazy villain. They introduced the fact that you have what seems to be jump in, jump out multiplayer or co-op with Far Cry 4, where you can have friends who don't even have the game be invited to play a Far Cry 4. We're not sure how long this lasts. There's a key system apparently. Also, weaponized elephants. Make elephants charge at things, or ride them. Got a trailer for Dead Island 2, and instead of what we got from the Dead Island 1 trailer, where it was artistic and artsy and in reverse and showed a bleak example of the harshness of survival during a zombie invasion, was goofy, which will likely be more in tone with what Dead Island 2 actually is. At that time, which was a bit weird because they're trying to go for we know you like zombies no matter what type of zombies they are. They announced at that point that there is going to be Last of Us DLC in the newest version of Diablo 3 on the PS4, where you have a Last of Us themed dungeon where you beat up clickers and boomers and the like. Again, announced the Hardline beta information, Disney Marvel Infinite, Magica 2. Not sure. I never played Magica 1. Still, always nice to see games get a sequel, I guess. Then there was a faker than usual fake letter from Tim Schafer pretending to be 12-year-old Sally, 10 years old, wanting remastered versions of old Tim Schafer games. This was, of course, a lead up to the fact that because Sony has connections with Disney, that they were able to get their hands on Grim Fandango so they can remaster and re-release it. They went on. They didn't have a full indie sizzle reel like the Microsoft people did, but instead to show their dedication to indie, apart from showing Entwined, which was definitely an indie game, or at least a smaller Force game. They focused on their connection with a specific indie developer, namely Devolver, with the fact that Broforce, Titan Soul, Not a Hero, Hotline Miami 2, and the Talos Principle were all heading for the PS4. More tease. A new game from Suda51 called Let Die, which seems to be an action survival game wherein you get equipment from beating other characters, but you can die permanently as well. Looks very grim. They moved on to another mostly indie studios, Giant Squid, the people, and most of the people behind Journey, from my understanding, to introduce Abzu, which seems to be an underwater equivalent of Journey. To top off their indie cred, they showed off No Man's Sky, which a lot of people knew about already, but oh dear God, it looks impressive. Then we went into the more business side. We know investors are watching, so we have to show that we're more than just a game company, but we also want to do everything in our powers to make our PS4 games available to consumers. Went in to talk about the Morpheus and how it was playable live at E3, that they're working on new connection tools for the PSN, that YouTube share functions were going to be added to the PS4's share button as opposed to just Twitch and Ustream. That got a lot of cheers, impressively. Focusing more on how if you're observing other people play, you can be that annoying guy shouting at the TV saying, "Don't go in there," or shouting at the movie screen, "He's right behind you," by directly shouting at people playing games, "God, you're bad," or just messing with them like, "Hey, go over that cliff, there's a treasure there." Went on for, oddly enough, a free-to-play sizzle reel with a lot of free-to-play games. I couldn't really catch all of the announcements because I was constantly looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up, having to use my phone as a light in a dark theater. They announced the beta for PlayStation Now, which is in July 31st. And shortly after that, there was an announcement that the rental fee for PlayStation Now would be between $4 and $15, if I remember correctly. Or was it 3 and 4 and 15? A wide price range. Nothing above 20, from what I remember, for video game rentals. As I said, they're trying to play this idea that they are more interested in you playing the PS4 games than getting a new console. So if you have certain brands of PlayStation not PlayStation, Sony TVs rather, brain fart, announced if you have certain Sony televisions, if you have that and connect to PlayStation Now, you can just go out, buy a controller, and you can play any of the games on PlayStation Now, which is impressively cheap. That's good marketing. They gave a little nod to the PlayStation Vita, pointing out that there are 100 titles currently in production for the Vita, some of them actually Vita exclusive titles, others are ports to the Vita. This happens a lot. Oh yeah, and Minecraft on the Vita, because you don't have enough Minecraft in your life. They announced the PlayStation TV set/console, which most people who follow Japanese news or Vita news know as the Vita TV, which enables you to play PlayStation 4 and certain Vita games directly on your TV. That's only $100, not a bad price. We got a gameplay trailer for Mortal Kombat X showing off a couple of new characters. We jump back out of video games to Sony's multimedia section. Powers was getting a direct through Sony series, TV series, I guess. People who have accounts on PlayStation Network will get the first episode for free, whereas people with PlayStation Plus will get the whole series for free through PlayStation Now's rental series or video viewing series. It wasn't completely clear on how the viewing will go, but they don't have anything on Powers yet. They have a concept drawing. Showed a trailer for the Ratchet and Clank movie. They had a trailer with a spoiler alert warning for Last of Us that's coming to the PS4, along with the prequel DLC, it seems. That comes out July 29th, that's what I'm forgetting. Had the Phantom Pain trailer, which they admit a lot of people had already seen. They had a little laugh at that. Clearly that trailer being leaked hurt them. Had a trailer for GTA 5 on the PS4 where you can transfer your online progress. You can carry over your progress from PS3, 360 onto the PS4. Had a gameplay trailer of Arkham Knight showing off how very large Gotham City is. Showed off how long you can glide without touching the ground. Had the Batmobile show up. Showed that it can crash through like guard railings and those annoying things that in other action games, if you're in a car, you get stuck on. And then suddenly it turned into a tank to take out unmanned drone patrol cars. The feed got hijacked by the Scarecrow. I was freaked out at first because I thought it was the theater feed freaking out again, but no, it was intentional hijack by the Scarecrow to point out that PlayStation 4 version has exclusive Scarecrow nightmare maps where you fight giant Scarecrow in the whole Gotham City, or at least that's what I got that they were suggesting. Then I got a trailer for Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Yeah, that was it. That was their whole presentation. Nothing at the presentation about Last Guardian, nothing at E3 about Last Guardian, aside from them saying we want to show it off when it's ready. Which at least means it's not cancelled, but I'm a little worried if it's not ready at this point. The next day, we had Nintendo's conference and digital conference where they had little robot chicken bumpers. They started off with the big honchos brawling it out to bring up Smash Bros. And that you can have customizable Mii fighters come in 3 varieties. He's a sword fighter, brawler, and gunner, and can make them basically anyone. You can have them be Lincoln or Elijah Woods or Ice-T, but mostly we're probably going to see Hitler and Jesus and Zombie Jesus. You don't have to bug Sakurai for putting blah person into Smash Bros. You can just do that yourself. Next up, they went into the amiibo figures for the Wii U and 3DS, that they'd be coming out with the Wii U version of Smash Bros. So that you can have the little figurine, touch it on the gamepad, and have the characters show up and save statistics and scores and levels and the like into the figure for later use. And how it would also work for Mario Kart 8, and they showed the Luigi Death Glare. Then they jumped to a yarn store in Japan to talk about Yoshi's Woolly World, the concept successor of Kirby's Epic Yarn, and how they went in on how different Yoshi's Island games were from Mario games, because in Mario there's a time limit and Yoshi there isn't, so Yoshi's more about exploration. They introduced that they had two-player co-op in Yoshi, where you could eat your fellow Yoshi and throw him to solve puzzles. Introduced a Captain Toad game. That caught me by surprise, really. Probably a downloadable little game, but still. Captain Toad! Toad getting the love and respect. Had a brief tease, I doubt, of in-game footage. I doubt what they showed was in-game footage. Brief tease about what they want to do with the new Zelda, mainly making it more open world like the original Legend of Zelda. New trailer for the Ruby and Sapphire remakes of Pokemon with all the Mega Evolutions. Another trailer for Bayonetta 2, which comes bundled with a Wii U exclusive version of Bayonetta 1 with Nintendo costumes, and I bet it's going to be better than the PS3 version, and that makes me mad. Tease about Hyrule Warriors, showing off some of the gameplay, confirming that Minda and Zelda are in there as playable characters, coming out in the US in September. Trailer for a new Kirby game that's basically the spiritual successor of Canvas Curse. X, it turns out to be Xenoblade Chronicles X. They brought out Mario Maker, where it's make your own Mario games, which you can either do in classic 8-bit or more recent style. Then they spent a lot of time new IP Splatoon, which is a 4v4 squad-based paint shooter where you play squids that change into kids who shoot ink, and the goal is to cover the stage in your team's ink before time runs out. And then somehow in their presentation, digital presentation, they ran out of time, ending with a new character introduced to Smash, Palutena. Sorry, I never played Kid Icarus, and I'm dyslexic. But those aren't excuses. They had a tease later on that they're working on a new Star Fox game. Saw a bit of it in the background, though the tease was kind of ruined because information that there's a new Star Fox game got leaked minutes before. Yeah, that was all from Nintendo. General E3 reveals and announcements. New Spec Ops the Line game called Dreadnought. It's not a new game in the Spec Ops the Line. It's from the makers of Spec Ops the Line, sorry. Last Guardian still not cancelled. New Doom has been announced. Devil's Third by Itagaki is now a Wii U exclusive. Ace Attorney vs. Layton is coming to the US in October. Hooray! Mario Party 10 was confirmed. Say goodbye to your friendships. Final Fantasy Type 0 and Agito. Pac-Man confirmed in Smash Bros. With a possible tease of Game & Watch later to come. Witcher tabletop and mobile adventure game. Asphalt Overdrive was confirmed. A game called The Assembly for both VR systems, that's Oculus and Morpheus. Battle Cry, which is kind of a melee-focused version of Team Fortress 2. A game called Whoa Dave. I swear, sometimes I do wonder if I actually wrote down words right. Thorin War and Tapingo. I didn't actually look into what these games are, I am sorry. New game called Siesta Fiesta was announced, along with Gunclive. Dawn of Immortals, that was the EA MOBA. Dawn of Immortals. New Dragon Ball Z game called Xenoverse. Onigiri is coming to the States. Wii U exclusive mini games called Project Guard and Project Robo that seem to make the most out of the gamepad because they're directly out of Nintendo. D4 is supposedly coming out this year. That's the new sweary Xbox exclusive game. Got a new trailer for Deep Down that didn't really show much new. There's supposedly a Bayo 2 online co-op. That's going to be interesting. The child of Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage is going to be a playable character in Mortal Kombat X. Game called other new games announced: Abyss Odyssey, Skyforge, a interesting Japanese game with a lot of history coming from Grasshopper Studios. Short Piece, Rin's Longest Day. I know I'm forgetting most of it. And oh yeah, Crytek's making a MOBA. And then of course was Project Steam, which I have a bias against because Valkyria Chronicles did it first. And now it's E3. Thank you for viewing. Have a good day, YouTube.